Hello guys, myself is JK. In the previous class of thermodynamics, we have completed some important definitions like a system and different type of systems. In this class, we are going to discuss about a few more important basics related to thermodynamics. In this class, we are going to describe the system. How we are going to describe the system? For that purpose, here we are using some approaches. There, first one is the macroscopic approach and another one is the microscopic approach. Let's see what are there here. Macroscopic approach. It is the study of average behavior of many atoms and molecules. So that is the definition of macroscopic approach. It is the study of average behavior of many atoms and molecules is the definition for macroscopic approach. Let's see, the best example for macroscopic approach is a pressure is the best example. Let us consider one system. In any type of system, it is not possible to study the pressure in single or two more molecules. So in that particular cases, we are going to study that particular variation of the pressure by using the many atoms and as well as the many molecules in that system. So that's why a pressure is the best consideration or best example for macroscopic approach. So it is also called as classical thermodynamics. And here we are using the phenomena of average behavior of many atoms and molecules. That's why it is also defined as phenomenal thermodynamics also. With the help of this phenomena, we are define the macroscopic approach. So this is about the macroscopic approach. Next see the what is the microscopic approach. The microscopic approach is defined as to study the behavior of each and individual atoms and molecules in a system is called microscopic approach. To study the each and atoms and molecules. So it is the quite opposite for macroscopic approach. In that macroscopic approach, we are going to study the average behavior of atoms and molecules. In case of microscopic approach, if you find out this word micro, it indicates only single or individual molecules or atoms. So with the help of microscopic approach is useful to deal the deals the structure of system and average time of system. So it is the helpful to study the structure of the system and as well as what is the average time taken in that particular system. So the microscopic approach is also called as a statistical thermodynamics. Statistical thermodynamics. In these two systems, for our study point of view, we are maximum prefer the macroscopic approach. With the help of macroscopic approach, we get or we obtain a good result compared to microscopic approach. It is not possible to study the microscopic approach in our subject point of view. So that's why in thermodynamics point of view, a maximum we prefer the macroscopic approach. So this is about the some different types of approaches which are helpful to describe any system. Next we are going to discuss about few more basics related to thermodynamics. Let's see what are they. And next we are going to discuss about a thermodynamic state, process and path. Finally, what is the thermodynamic cycle? Let's start with the first one, thermodynamic state. If you consider a system, in that system, each and unique condition of the system is called state. Let's see this one. In any system, each and unique condition is called state. Let's see, before we are going to discuss about the thermodynamic state in our mechanical point of view, let's consider on a general example related to thermodynamic state. If you consider our country as a system, let us consider our country as a system. In that system, if we find out the temperature is not equal in any way, for example, in case of North Sikkim, we have a very less temperature, and similarly, in case of Rajasthan, we have a maximum temperature. If you find out in this example, we have a different states. One is the Rajasthan and another one is the Sikkim. In these two places, we have two different temperatures, but our system is common. Our system is our country. In that country, we have two different temperatures or two variation temperatures. And similarly, what we have defined the state, that state indicates in any type of the system, each and unique condition in this particular place we have a different type of temperature, and as well as in this particular place also we have a different temperature. That each and unique condition of the system is called state. And let's see the mechanical related example. If we consider one boiler, let us consider one boiler. It is the inlet of the boiler, and this one is the outlet of the boiler. If you find out here, it is the common system. In case of inlet of the boiler or in case of the outlet of the boiler, this all over is called boiler. That means this all over is our system. In that system, inlet of the boiler, we have a less temperature because here we are adding the working fluid, and similarly in outlet of the system we have a higher temperature. In each and every place or unique conditions we have a different variation of properties. So this is called state, and this one is also called another state. Okay, so this is about the state. Next we are going to discuss about thermodynamic process. Let's see what is the thermodynamic process. The interaction between the system and surrounding space. The properties of the system is changes from one state to another state. In the change of the property of the system is called process. Let's see this one. Interaction between system and surrounding space is the properties of system changes from one state to other. The change of property is called process. Okay, let's see this one. The change of properties is called a process. Simply, that is the simple definition for this. Okay, let us consider one example to understand what is the process here. Here I am consider what were discussed in the state point of view. Let us consider pressure in horizontal line and volume in vertical line. Okay. For this purpose, here I am considering the one system. It is our system, and surrounding outside of the system is called surroundings. Okay, let's see this one. Okay, here I am considering it is the state 1 and our surroundings is state 2. What we have defined here, the change of the property is called the process. Okay, for example here I am considering in the state 1 we have a pressure P1, temperature T1 and volume V1. Similarly in the surroundings we have a pressure P2, temperature T2 and volume V2. Okay, so let us consider our system is a hard body. Compare it to system in that surroundings we have on a very less temperature because it is the hard body. Then what about the surroundings is the cold body. Here the energy transfer takes place. Okay, so due to that energy transition, what happened here? We have on a state 1. Let us consider it is the state 1. In that state 1 we have on a pressure P1. And what about the volume? It's our wish. A volume will be, I am considering here it is the volume V1. Okay. These are the where the 2 points are matched. That indicates the state 1. Okay. What about the state 2? Compare it to state 1. We have a very less amount of temperature. And what about the volume? Okay, in case of based on that system transaction, volume will be increased or decreased. Okay, here what we are consider, the energy transition takes place. So due to that energy transition, let us consider pressure will be drops here from P1 to P2 due to the energy transition. And as well as what about the volume? A volume increased here due to the energy transition. Let us consider it is our example for only to understand what is the a process. Okay, so if we find out where the 2 points are matched, it is called as state 2. Why? Because we have a pressure at state 2 P2 and volume at state 2 V2. If we find out here what happened here, from state 1 to state 2 energy transaction takes place. So due to the energy transaction, the properties of system, what happened here, changes. The change of the properties in a system is called process. So this is about the a process. And next we are going to discuss about what is the thermodynamic path. Let's see that one. Thermodynamic path. So how we have defined that thermodynamic path? The series of equilibrium conditions which the system is going through is called thermodynamic path. So let's see this one. Series of the condition is nothing but simply defined as state. Which the system going through. It's called thermodynamic path. So let's see. In the previous definition, we have clearly discussed about what is the thermodynamic process. So here, what is the thermodynamic path? Let's see this one. We already discussed from state 1 and state 2. Change of the state 1 to state 2 is called the process. Then what about the thermodynamic path here? What it is defined, the series of the equilibrium conditions or states which the system going through it is called path. Let's see. It is the state 1 and this one is the state 2. Between the state 1 and state 2, we have a number of states are there. Let us consider it is a another state and this one is the another state. Like this, we have a different type of states between the state 1 to state 2. In that each and every state, we have a equilibrium condition. For example, it is the P1. For that purpose, to understand that path, here I am consider the pressure is 10 bar. When it reaches to this state, it reaches to 9 bar pressure, and to this one it reaches to 8 bar pressure, and finally this one it reaches to 7 bar pressure. If you find out here, in each and every state we have an equality of reducing pressure. So that type of thermodynamic action is simply called thermodynamic path. So this is about the thermodynamic path, and next we are going to discuss about what is the thermodynamic cycle. Let's see the definition of thermodynamic cycle. The series of processes put together such that the system come back to its initial state is called the thermodynamic cycle. So that is the definition of a thermodynamic cycle. Let's see this one. The series of process put together such that the system come back to its initial state is called a thermodynamic cycle. So let's see. So we already discussed clearly what is the thermodynamic process. That number of process put together at that time when the system come back to its initial state is called the thermodynamic cycle. So let us consider it is the state 1. In that system, the working process starts from this point. Let's see this one. It is the state 1 and this one is the state 2. Here one process takes place, and next let us consider it is the third point, that means third state. Here also one process takes place, and finally another process reaches to original state or initial state. So this number of or series of processes are called thermodynamic cycle. So this is about the some more basics related to thermodynamics. In the next class, we are going to discuss about a few more concepts regarding to thermodynamics. Thank you. If you have any queries regarding this lecture, please comment in comment box, and thank you for your watching.